Hello guys, it's your host Bella right here on Elik's TV on Heart to Heart Talk Show. We are here to delve into personal life experiences. Without much ado, I would like to introduce our guest on the show.
My name is Awula. I'm a trainee teacher and a makeup artist. I don't really have much to share, but then I feel my life has been on a roller coaster. Like growing up with a single mom and being a sickle cell myself hasn't been easy at all.
So guys, as you heard our guest, she grew up with a single mom and then she's also a sickle cell patient. So right here we are going to delve into how growing up with a single mother and also being a sickle cell patient, like how it has been, how life has been with her so far. So Awula, let's flow, let's go. How
Oh,
has life been?
I would say life has been good because
Okay.
whether it has been good or bad, we are still living and then all thanks to God. But then growing up with a single mom, like my mom really struggled, like financially, emotionally, like she really struggled. And then being a sickle cell myself and then mingling with my friends, it was a whole different kind of feeling because no one wants to mingle with you. When I was a child, like I got to know I was a sickle cell at age 6. That is when my mom got to know my genotype and the reason why I was always falling sick. Yes, so we had to take some measures, some do's and don'ts. Being a sickle cell, you don't have to bath cold water. You always have to cover yourself. And I became the laughing stock in my school because I would wear trouser or skinny, and then I'll wear my uniform on it and wear a cardigan on it.
On
So
this hot weather, this hot
whether
Ghanaian
hot
weather,
or
cold.
cold, you have to be in it every day and then taking medicines. Sometimes I'll forget my medicines and my mom will have to bring them to the school. Like, you get it?
So it means like you weren't able to do without the medicine as a sickle
Yes,
cell
you
patient.
can't do without the
Wow,
medicine.
wow.
You can't do without the medicine. Yeah.
So how has mommy like been coping with being a single mom and daddy wasn't there to, at least support and bringing you up and all of that? How has she been able to cope?
I can't talk for my mom right now, but from how I see things, she sometimes, I don't know, feels sorry. Sometimes she's angry. You see, it comes with a whole lot of emotions, like a whole, like different moods. Because being sickled is really painful and financially costly. And I feel the pains, but then my mom,
Feel it in her pocket.
yes, exactly.
Life being.
I can't say much about crèche and all that. I used to live in the western region, specifically Seshi, Dadieso, with my mom. I don't know how come we moved to Accra. Yes, so I think it was in Accra. Okay, I didn't really know the story like personally, but my mom told me if you look at my right hand, like I have bends here. So I got bent. So we had to come to Accra because my mom's family members are all in Accra. My mom is a Ga.
Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
so we had to come to Accra and we went to Kolebu. That was where I was diagnosed with a sickle cell. Yes, because of the bends here.
Okay.
We got to know I was a sickle cell. And before my mom moved here, marital issues and all that. So that was how my father left the picture, because he says my mom has taken me away and he's not going to take care of me again. And my mom didn't want to leave me with my dad because of my condition, even though she didn't know I was a sickle cell. But then the little thing, I'm not well. The little thing, I'm not well. And then about time, can I speak to you?
Sure, feel free.
About time, like you see the
like
yes,
a mother living
yes.
young
And then my daddy had other wives, and there's no way back there, like that's me, my perception. There's no way a stepmother will treat you better than her children. And then I was a Chinamewu kind of person.
Oh.
You get it? Yes. So that was it. We came to Accra, went to Kolebu. According to my mom, it was a whole different, because I was on oxygen. I was always crying, but I feel it's all good.
So how do you get yourself happy, knowing that this is my condition? Do you ever wake up one day and feel like, God, why? Do you ask questions? Do you get tired?
I used to, but not anymore. You see, back then we didn't have any knowledge about this whole sickle cell thing. This whole genotype thing wasn't like, people didn't really care about the genotype and all that. So people didn't understand my condition to a point where my classmates or friends, like people my age mates, didn't want to associate with me. Maybe if they are playing and I want to, join them. Hey, don't come and play with us, so I don't want to get some of your sickness. Or if one person decides to play with me, the others will come. They'll be playing with Awula. You get some of her sickness. Oh yeah.
Oh, it was that bad.
Yes, it was. So I became like an introvert. Even in my area, no one wants to play with me. School, no one wants to play with me.
Exception.
Yes.
Because she's sickle cell, so it can be transmitted or something. Exception.
Yes, that is it. But they won't even say you were sickle cell. You see, I was in a gang community. Oh, menele siklani. Oh, yes. Menele siklani. Like, kelakashe, don't do this, like, don't do that. And because I was a sickle cell, like I had doctor's reports in school, so I was getting some kind of attention from the teachers. Yes. So if the little thing and I report you to the teacher, or maybe I'm not well and then I tell the teacher this, they'll be like, okay, they'll call my mom, she'll come to the school, she'll come and pick me. Or sometimes when I fall sick in school, the way I cry, my hair is paining me. Small time, my hair.
It comes with so much pain. Like, does it come with severe pain?
I would say I haven't given birth before, so I can't really compare the pain to like the pain mothers feel when they are giving birth. But
the pain is still severe.
Have you used your leg to hit something before? I mean, this part, to hit something like real hard. You see that instant pain. That pain plus electrocute, the word is not even coming. You get it? And then it is the pain in the joints. You get it? Because every human being, I think the red blood cell is round, but then with the sickle cell, its shape is like the moon, half moon.
Okay, so it means with sickle cell patients, you don't have full shape of the red blood cell.
Yes, it's like
partial.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes, that is it. So it doesn't the blood doesn't flow well. So when the blood clots, that is where
the pain
starts. Yes. So in school, I'll be like, oh, my chest is paining me. Then small time, my hair is paining me. my hair is pink. So people used to say I'm an attention seeker. Like I'm just seeking attention because first also chest, next also ha, also ha. You get it?
Like
yes.
Baby, I'll see baby.
Yes.
Yeah, that kind
Yes.
of thing.
And even in the hospital, some nurses don't understand the situation. They feel you are seeking drugs. Like you just want to be giving drugs. Like drugs.
But you alone knows what you are going
Oh
through.
yes.
So how do you follow the rules, and what are some rules as a sickle patient, a sickle cell patient? What are some of the rules that you are supposed to follow?
You are supposed to take warm bath. You're always supposed to take your medicines, your folic acid, your brufen. But I'm on hydrourea, I'm on it, so
Okay.
it shortens the rate at which I have crisis and all that. You're not supposed to. There are a lot. You're supposed to cover yourself, but look at me.
You are looking hot here in our studio.
I'm a hot girl. I'm a hot
it can't
girl.
stop you.
Yes. Do you know I go for swimming? Like
Wow.
I know how to swim. Wow. Despite my condition, I go for swimming. I wear hot. You don't wear hot more than me. Come on.
So when you go for swimming, do you have crisis?
Yes.
And you still
yes. Go? I can't come and kill myself. Like people don't understand this. I can't come and
you
kill.
You can't accept the fact that this is my problem.
I have sickle cell. Sickle cell doesn't have me. Sickle cell is not my end. Like sickle cell doesn't define me. Being sickled doesn't mean I should always be in one corner, even though you're supposed to stay, like you're supposed to cover yourself and all that. It defines you. There are some people that when you see them now, you know this person, Oyari. Get it? Even though they cover themselves and all that.
There are some people that look more nutrition and all of that, and you see them and you know that.
What don't they do? But look at me. I sometimes forget to take my medicines. Like my mom and I fight because of my medicines.
So when you forget to take, or when you engage in certain activities, certain fun activities, don't you get scared that maybe in the middle or amidst the activity something outrageous might happen?
I am very stubborn.
Wow.
So I think about the enjoyment and suffer later. Yes.
So you just want to go and have fun. If the suffering will come later, it should come.
Sometimes I don't even think I'll even have crisis. I even forget I'm a sickle cell sometimes,
Wow.
Yes. But then one thing I don't do, sporting activities. That one, like maybe athletes playing football, jumping here and there. No, but me prepare go pa.
Okay.
Yes.
But then sporting activities.
If I run from here to here, the way I'll be panting. And that reminds me, they'll call you lazy. Yes, because when you do something small, you are tired. And then we have the sickle cell anemia, like you fatigue. Fatigue. Like you're always tired.
Even an ordinary person that has anemia would definitely have, fatigue.
Yes. But then with the sickle cell, you see, there can be a situation where you feel, oh, I'm tired, let me rest more. You rest and then now you feel you are okay. But then with the sickle cell, like some of us, I'm talking for myself. So with me, I'll rest for 10 hours. I'll still be tired.
So no matter what, you still have the fatigue.
Yes, but it's not like 24/7 like every day. There are sometimes that you feel energetic, and then there are sometimes that we don't share energy be any baby.
So let's say, how long can you walk?
Oh, for walking, I can walk, but then I can't run.
Okay. Can you walk for long distance?
Yes.
Wow. Wow, that's nice.
I can walk for long distance.
Okay.
Yeah.
So school life, like secondary school life, how has it been? Were you in the boarding house or you were a day student?
I was in the boarding house.
Wow.
Yes.
So how did you cope?
My boarding life wasn't really, I don't know how to say it. I think as long as I didn't enjoy school, because Form 1, Form 2, I wasn't having like friends because of the stigma way back when I was a child. So I feel it has affected me. Like right now, I have social anxiety, like to talk to people and all that. If you don't approach me, I'm at my one
Because
corner.
you feel you'll still be stigmatized.
Yes.
So you decide to just stay away from
Yes,
people.
even right now,
Even till now.
Yes, even till now. If I tell someone I'm a sickle cell, the person tends to give you some kind of attention.
Like you feel the person.
The person is, I don't know,
Like
feeling pity. Yes, that kind of, and that is not what I want. You get it? So in school, when I went to school, I think the first week, you know, we are supposed to take warm bath, like to bath hot water.
Yeah.
But then boarding house, where are you going to get the hot water? So I sent my doctor's report. I always go to school with my doctor's report. So I sent my doctor's report. They were not doing anything about the hot water thing.
Situation.
So I was bathing. You see, boarding house there, you can't say you will not bath. They will laugh at you. They'll call you names. So I'll wake up, go and bath my cold water. After school, go and bath my cold water. Then I fell sick. I came home. Then I came back to school. Then I was fall sick again. So my school mother didn't know I was a sickle cell. They thought I had romanticism. You know, the romanticism and the sickle cell crisis, like,
yeah, almost the same.
Yes, but then there's a difference. So my schoolman was like, "Do you have romanticism?" I was like, "No, I don't have romanticism." But every day you are saying your joints paining you, so it is romanticism. So just to
So you were just hiding.
No, I wasn't hiding it, but I didn't know how to explain it to them to understand that sickle cell anemia is different from romanticism. So I just told them, yes, I have romanticism, and that was it. So I fell sick again. I went home and I came back to the school with my mom, and she went to my house mistress that I'm supposed to take cold, warm bath and all that. And we're like, they can't assure me the warm bath in the morning. So if that is the case, do you know POD?
No.
Polish on death.
Okay.
So I should do POD in the morning and then take my bath after school. So in the morning, I had the privilege of not waking up early. You know, boarding house there by 4:30, everyone is awake. But then I wake up 5:36 because I'm not going to bath, I'm not going to do anything. Then I'll brush my teeth, wash my legs, change my panty, POD. I'm going to class after school. So I always fetch water and put it on the sun. You see, after school it will
By
be.
the time you come back. So how do you cope in raining and harmattan season with the bathing thing? Especially, we ladies, we have our
period.
Yeah, our normal menstrual cycle.
When it gets to that period time, I only wash down. Okay. Like I wash down in the mornings, like every day in the morning. I wash down and change my panties and then go to class. So rumors spread on campus. I was in a mixed school.
Okay.
This girl doesn't bath.
Wow.
This girl, she doesn't bath. Every day she doesn't bath. Every day she doesn't bath.
Wow.
Yes, coming from people. I told you I wasn't having friends. I had just 4 friends. I think Form 2 going to Form 3. That was the COVID era. That was where I got friends, because my class, even though I don't have friends, I'm the most noisiest in my class. Yes. So I started having friends. So I became really cool with 3 girls in my class, like real cool. And then some 1 or 2 boys in my class. So I got the chance to explain my condition to them. So they were like the people defending me on campus. Wow. Because this girl doesn't bath. And then people will start looking at you
in some kind of way.
Yes. Even to a point where someone I don't know will just come and cause a misunderstanding in the altercation. Be like, and you don't bath for baby, see, I won't I'll just break down.
Yes, definitely you would break
because
down. Wow.
that was where I started regretting I was a sickle cell, because the stigmatization when I was a kid, still in senior high school,
Up to senior high school days.
you don't bath and all that.
And then people don't want to get to find out the reason and
Yes,
all of that.
they will call you lazy because uye bibi kakra, you're tired.
Tired.
Then you don't like work. Every day if they are working, then you go and sit down. Even in my house, my mom knows my condition, Cora. Sometimes when she gets angry, you're lazy, don't want to work. I'll be like, Ma, you understand my condition. If someone will say this, it shouldn't be you. But I understand that my mom sells KNK.
Okay.
So you can see the stress, like a Juma in the household when she's too tired or something. She feels I'm just lazying around, but that is not it. My brain,
she knows your condition. So
she knows my condition very well. Like
okay.
my brain, even though I haven't done anything in the house, like she in the house, but the body is tired. You get it. So I can't remember, there was this time during the wasi period, like I was dealing with a unjari
kind of thing.
Yeah, so I failed maths in wasi.
Because of the stigma, and then
not because I was actually sick during the wasi period. Yes, so I think on the day of mathematics, yes, I was in the hospital.
So you didn't even get to write at all?
I wrote the paper.
In the hospital?
No, I went to the school. You see, I was really in pain. Like I was really in pain, and there was no way they would discharge me to go because I've not recovered. The dawn I was crying. Then an opano person go school. So these nurses that don't understand, like before I entered school, my mom was like, her money will not write remedials. So I just wanted to pass once and for all. But your plans,
even though mommy knows your condition.
Yes. You see, there's this saying that SSR, like they don't learn because of entertainment and all that. So I just wanted to write and pass by. Your plans are not God's plan. So during wasi period, there was a Sunday I didn't go to church service because I started feeling, before you fall sick, like me, before I get the crisis, I start feeling the pain small before it becomes severe.
Okay.
So I was like, today, dear, we hear me there. I'm not going to church service. So I was there with one of my friends, and then I was complaining. So I took my painkillers, and the painkiller, you should take 8 hours intervals, like 8 hours, 8 hours. So I took the painkiller. I was still not well. So I went to the sick bay. The lady told me it is Sunday, so I should come back on Monday. But the way I was crying, my friend didn't want us to go, so she went begging the nurse to take care of me. And the only question this nurse could ask me is, when you are not well, what do they do for you? You are a nurse, you should know what to do. But then I got to realize it's not every nurse that knows about sickle cell.
So you should be learned and
Yes.
Something about certain conditions.
Despite the fact that she knew nothing about my condition, she didn't want me to go home to seek medical attention, because she says she feels when we are not well and she can't give us the medical attention, we go home, it feels she's in the school doing nothing. So I was in school for 3 days with my crisis. There was no hot water. Like I just needed the hot water. The drugs were not doing anything because I had just brufen and paracetamol, and it wasn't doing anything. At dawn, people will come to my bedside because I'm crying. I'm disturbing people in the dormitory, like they don't know what to do. People come and stand there, hold their waist, then they'll go, because they don't know what to do for me.
Yeah, they don't know.
They don't know what to do for me. So I went to my house mistress, this bungalow, to tell her I want to go home. And she said I should go to the nurse. And I told her I've been to the nurse already, but there's no improvement. The nurse didn't give me anything. She only injected me some injection B. I didn't feel the pains leaving. I only felt pains on my buttocks.
But still, the crisis was still.
It was getting worse. So on Wednesday, I went to her office. Like, I was crying. I was like, Madam, today, dear, if you don't let me go home, I might die. That's what I told her. So she had to call the senior house mistress and all that. Then she wrote the excerpt. She signed the excerpt for me and asked if I can go home. I was like, yeah, my mom can leave Dodowa and come and pick me in the eastern region.
So how did you manage?
So she asked my friends to go with me. So they also escorted me to the main street. And we had to borrow someone's phone. I called my mom. I was like, Ma, meet me at the hospital junction, because from my school I'll pass the hospital before going home. I was like, Ma, meet me at the hospital junction. If you stand there for a long time and I'm not showing up, just be stopping cars and check if I'm in the car. Wow. But God being so good, I was in the car with Muslims. You see, Muslims have this kind of, I don't know, if they see that you are a Muslim, like, you automatically become their family. God being so good, they were these Gam Muslims. You see, so I was just in the car and I'll be like, oh, yo, why? So this lady asked me what was wrong, and I told her I'm a sickle cell and this is my condition. So she had my head on her shoulder.
In the car?
Yes.
None of your friends escorted you
there? No, like, I didn't want them to, because your mom thinks you are in school. What if you bring me home and you are going and then something happens? So I just told them. So God being so good, I got to the junction and my mom was there, and then we had to go to the hospital. So I was in the hospital, and the day of mathematics, I wanted to go and write the paper, but the nurses couldn't discharge me. We had to wait for a doctor, and the morning doctors normally come around 9:10. Yeah. By that time, they've started the paper a long time. So I wore my uniform. I was like, I know I'm feeling pain. I just want to go and write the paper, because without mask, you won't continue. Without mask, yes. And I'm a sickle, so I can't go and do any tedious work. So we had to wait for the doctor to come. The doctor was not coming. I got pissed. I had to remove the drips and all that, tie my hand with my handkerchief. And when they realized it was really serious, they went to call the night shift doctors. The doctor tried to console me, like, your health is more important. I was like, I know my health is more important, but then my mom believes in me. Like, she knows I'm academically good. So even if I pass my papers and I die, at least my mom will have something to boast of. So over there, you see, my mom doesn't speak English, and then the doctor told her that she should make me understand that after I'm well, I can go and resit for the paper and all that. My mom was like, no, I want to write this paper. And they were like, okay, if that is the case, they'll discharge me to go to school. Fine, that one took more than. And then fast forward, I was in school. The moment I got there, I don't know who called the school that I'm coming to the school, but the school was expecting me to come with an ambulance and a nurse.
So that the examiners around.
You see, normally when there's core subjects, the external invigilator.
The external examiners and all of that.
So when I got there, domestic was there and academic was there. So we just went to the exams hall, and the tension. You see, students do 10. Look at you, and I was sitting in front. So I was just in pain, and my calculator too went off. Wow. So at a point, I wasn't crying because I was in pain or anything. Like, I was crying because why should my calculator stop working at this time? The calculator stopped working, I was crying because they will not allow you to go out. They will not allow. First of all, you were late to the exams hall and you still want to go out. They will not allow you to. So just after the paper, I went to the classroom. I was supposed to go to the sick bay because I wasn't well. I went to the classroom and I was crying. People tried consoling me. You are not well, then things. I was like, come on. Do you know how I'm feeling right now? I'm still in pain. So I had to take painkillers and all that. So I was giving your friend is saying an injection to give to my school nurse in case I'm in severe pain. So I gave it to her. She injected me, like the pain went down small. Then I went to write my objective and the results came and I still had D7. And you don't learn, you don't learn, you don't learn, you don't learn.
Even amidst all of that?
Yes. How was I supposed to learn?
Whilst you were
yes,
at
but
the hospital?
Some people understood the fact that I wasn't well. So getting the D7 itself, you've done well.
You've even done well. There are
But
some people that were well and still had F.
But some people was expecting you to, do the needful. You get it?
So how did mommy cope with?
What could my mom do? My mom wasn't educated, so
she didn't know
her
much
siblings
about
that were educated had to, oh, we did manin control, and I went to write.
So maths was the only paper you
And
you
even
had D.
yes, I passed all my and French. I had F9. Yes.
Story for them because we don't really need French,
Yes.
in our tertiary institutions.
Yes.
So
I had F9, so I had to rewrite maths again, and I still fell sick the day of mathematics.
The receipt then of deck.
Yes, I wrote Wasi again.
You wrote Wasi again.
Yes, I
felt the next year.
Yes.
Wow. In same school?
No, different school.
I wrote in a still felt sick.
Yes, I felt. Yes, but then you see, we spent the night in the school. You see, it was a remedial school, but then they've attached us to a private school. Yes, so one of my teacher understood sickle cell really well. So he was like my mother at that point. Like he's a man, he was like my mother. You see, I haven't lived with my dad because I don't have this fatherly love. So he was like my dad at that point. But hot water for me, get it. So around 12, I was still not well, and our houses are not Legon, so I had to go to my house, and then because the teacher cannot help me again, and he has to, teach, like revise with us and all that. Get it?
Around 12 a.m.
Yes.
Prior to the mathematics paper.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
So living with sickle cell is not something. Yes, at all. It's something.
So let's go right back. I can see, amidst our conversation, mommy has been very healthy and all of that. So does it mean that the sickle cell was from daddy's side, paternally?
No.
And then at the end of the day, he also abandoned and then left mommy to her fate.
No, my mom and my dad are carriers. My mom is AS, my dad is AS.
Okay.
So they are both carriers, and then I took the S from my dad, S from my mom. Yes.
Okay.
But I feel before you date someone, the genotype
is very important.
The genotype, don't follow love.
Alright, so what has your relationship life been? Even though you've spoken about not making friends and all of that, as a young girl, like are you in any sort of relationship?
That would be something for the next time. Yes, a different topic.
To know.
But then I've tried
yes,
you see, high school, yeah. One day tell your John, get it. Yes. Before I accepted the fact that I am a sickle cell, like we are sickler. Like I just date for fun. I don't look for the genotype. So far as the boys and the girls will be teasing you with someone's name, yeah, you get it.
Also doing so.
You get it. But then growing up, there's more than this love thing.
There's more than there's a lot
Yes.
of it.
So when I go on dates, I'll be like, what's the genotype? That's if I know that you want us to date or I want us to date, I don't care if I don't know your name. I want to know your genotype. Because I can't date anyone. I can't date or marry anyone who has S or C. You get it?
Yeah,
I'm a sickle, so I can't give birth. Me,
I
remember Yari. Yes.
Yes.
We really need to check that.
And then in our part of the country, people mistaking genotype for blood group.
Yeah.
So someone would be like, I'm blood group O.
Yes, I'm
B
so positive.
When you're O positive, grandpa, you can be a carrier.
Yes.
So, like, what education do you think, like, what advice would you give to people out there?
I feel when it gets to relationship aspect, the blood group alone is not enough. It's the genotype. It's the genotype. Because if you are a carrier, your girlfriend or boyfriend or your fiancé is also a carrier, you are hurting yourself. Like future, you're hurting yourself.
Forget your donor. Viewers.
Yes. The love alone is not. Come on.
It's not enough.
I love you, you love me. We love ourselves so much that we give birth to a sickle cell.
The future children.
Those children will suffer.
And you yourself will suffer.
Do you know? Just last week. Was it last week? Yes. Last week, I had crisis. I called my dad. My daddy doesn't understand anything. So I can sometimes call my dad. Dad, I'm not well. Dad, and your mother. I am dying. You're talking about my mother.
He didn't grow up with you. He doesn't say he didn't take care of you. So why would you even in the first place?
I visited my dad before the Christmas. I visited my dad. And then I was feeling like, I said, the way things are going there, mania crisis. I was like, Dad, this. Someone I was supposed to spend the Christmas with my dad. He was like, he doesn't want me to fall sick there. So, you see, from the western north to Accra. I was in a VVIP, you see the AC, and then with the sickle cell too, I'm not supposed to be at a cold place. Yes. I was wearing hoodie, I was wearing cargo pants, I was wearing socks. I was feeling so cold that I got to Accra sick. And my mom got angry. That's me. The area for me, Papa, how I just say, maybe Hanu, I'm coming to worry her.
She has suffered all your life.
Yes.
So she feels that
like my mommy was really pissed that she was like, she won't take me to the hospital. I should go on my own. And someone I'm in pain, going to the hospital, who goes to the pharmacy to buy the medicine for me? Like I was just so I called my dad. And he also doesn't understand that I'm not well, that he has given me money. If I go with the money, who will buy the medicines for me? Sometimes my mom gets angry when I fall sick because she feels like Hannah Adrian. At a point, my mom will say I'm a witch. Who say make it a scar? Now so yare, same skin. That is where the regret comes in. Like God, why me? Like God, why me?
You get so tired.
Yes, I can sometimes be in pain at dawn and be like, oh God, if they give it to me again, I don't want to be a sickle cell. If they give it, yes. And my mom, because you are stubborn when you are not well, they wish you insult you. Because as I'm sitting here, I'm supposed to be wearing seta, trousers, but I feel like yes.
I want the AC.
Yes. That is where the insults come in. If it is raining, you will not wear sweater. You get it? Today you will die.
Very soon I'll let the AC go off. Viewers,
Today
very
you
soon
will
you
die.
let the AC go
Today you
off.
will die. Then I'm like, if I die, I like it that way. I want to die. That I couldn't, like, I've cried some. I can't cry again, but I was still
After the
in pain.
tears were not coming.
Yes. So I went to my mom and I was like, Ma, if I die, will all this stop? Will all this
Wow.
stop? Yes. Like sometimes I wish
You wish
if they didn't give birth to me, can for so also, because looking at a kinky seller, buying medicines more than 500 cedis every month, every single month. The drugs in Kodanche ubeyare, and because I'm a sickle cell, I'm suitable for infections like headache, yeah, wow, then different thing. You get it?
so every tiny something becomes something big.
Yes.
Wow.
Sometimes, even this just last week, mom said I should die. If I mean, like, I haven't saved money to even buy clothes for myself. Every day I'm using my money to take care of you with the sick hospital and all that. Like, I feel I am my mother's downfall. Because this month, obeto hydro, obeto folic acid, obeto zingovit, obeto brufen, obeto para, obeto hydrourea. Every single month, obeto.
Aside that, the hospital bills.
The hospital bills, a
your
lot.
Eating.
Plus school.
Plus your school.
All this, my dad doesn't care. My daddy came to the pictures last year.
Oh.
My daddy
Just
came to
last year.
Yes. If I want to talk about my dad and my health,
he hasn't played
I'm
any
sure
role.
I'm sure this place will be wet because it really hurts me. It really hurts me.
At the end of the day, it's the two of them that were ignorant.
Yes.
So why then should mommy carry?
I had an elder sister who died. Yes.
From same parents?
Yes.
Why were they so ignorant?
I told you earlier that.
So it means that every child they will bring would be.
Normally, the first children don't like hardly become skills or they become careers. But she died when she was 8 years.
Oh. So how many are you? You were 2?
Yes.
So it's left with only you.
Yes.
So right now you are the only child your mom that has?
No. From my mom's side.
From your mom's side.
We are 5. I have 2 elder brothers and 2 elder sisters. And
then with them, was she fortunate?
Yes.
They were fortunate. Mommy didn't commit that. It's just ignorance.
Yes. But my daddy's children are 16.
16. Juma.
I'm number 16.
Yes.
We were supposed to be 17. My elder sister that died.
Wow.
So we are 16. I'm number 16.
You are number 16. Wow. Wow, guys. It's getting so interesting, and then I hope you all are really enjoying our section and then learning from Awula'S story as well. Let's be careful out there when it comes to love. Just don't fall in love. But then watch out. If
they hear love is in the air, cover your nose and ask the genotype. Ask the genotype first before you breathe in the love.
We come back to our guest, Awula. Do we have types or stages of sickle cell?
Yes.
Okay. Can you educate us more on
We have the sickle cell, the SS.
Okay.
And we have the SC.
Okay.
The SS is the serious one.
Is the severe?
Yes. And the SC is the mild one.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
But then we have the AS, that's the carrier,
Yeah.
and then the AC.
Okay.
Yes, they are the carriers. They are the sickle cell carriers.
So they are the ones that
that
bring
that
forth the
yes,
SC and
yeah, then
the
the
SS.
SS, yes.
Okay. So with the careers, they don't have any crisis or whatsoever. They are okay. They are good.
Yes, they are good.
Okay.
They are good.
So, guys, this doesn't go to Awula alone. But then, can anything at all be done to change sickle cell? Do you live with it for the rest of your life and take medication?
Yes.
You live with it for the rest of your life.
Yes, you were born with it.
So you die with it.
You will die with it. Recently, I saw a post on, is it Twitter or Instagram, one of the apps, and then it was saying that there's a cure for sickle cell. $2 million. They will change your blood, like
they will change your whole system.
Yes, they will change your blood. So if you have money, if you have more, that was like last year, early last year was 2 million.
$2 million.
So by the time you will give birth to your sickle cell, you want to change the blood.
Around $10 million.
You get it. Yes, that is. I don't know how true it is, but that is like the only. But aside that, you need your drugs, your folic acid. Emphasis on the folic acid. If you don't have money, it's not everyone that has money to buy the hydrourea. If you don't have money to buy the hydrourea, the folic acid,
you must always take it
every single day. And you should have your painkillers around. You should just take care of yourself, cover yourself, bath warm water, refrain from sporting activities, tedious activities. Yes, doing that will prevent the subsequent crisis, like everyday crisis. Yes, to reduce it.
Okay.
Yes, but then you doing all that doesn't mean you will not have crisis. You will.
No matter what you do,
no matter what,
have crisis.
you will. That is why I was like,
that's why you've just closed your mind on it.
Yes,
but you still have to take precautions.
I do. Even though I go for swimming and all that, rainy season, you will not see me anywhere near cold water. Because I know if I touch cold water, I'll fall sick. I wash with warm water. I wash with warm water. I don't use cold water. Yes.
So, Erua, how do you deal with the stigma? And then, what advice would you give to, the general public or our viewers right now on people who stigmatize others, due to their problems or the pain that they are in? Yeah.
How I dealt with it.
How do you deal with it, and how do you still deal with it? How do you cope with it, with the stigmatization?
Back then, I'll just cry and wish I wasn't a sickle cell. But now, I am. I wanted to be an advocate for sickle cell real bad.
And then you still would be.
I am, because I'm a warrior. There's nothing you will say that will get to me, because I've accepted myself that this is who I am. At first, I wanted to be like everyone. Like I wanted to blend with everyone. That ufreme Sickle na ashimi. Right now, ufreme ochinamewu mejeso. Ufreme Sickle.
You know the funny names that Ghanaians give to
people in pain. It is really bad. Someone will not even insult you. Like maybe if you are in. It's not that. No. Instead of the person to maybe insult a stupid girl, foolish girl, the person will call you a chinamewu, and do you know how it will get to you?
It's so painful.
Oh, come on.
I remember, back then in primary school, I was so tiny. I wasn't eating, even though I'm not a career, I wasn't sickle cell, I would not eat. And then I would always end up, so I was looking tiny, like tiny. And then I'll read my books all throughout the night. And then they used to call me that Ochinabe, and then I'll cry, around class 4, class 5, class 6, thereabout. So the Ochinabe got to me so much that I started eating well so that my friends will stop. So just imagine someone that you are dealing with pain, you are dealing with sickness.
And relationship parts, when I tell someone I want to be in a relationship, I'm a sickle. Hey, you're a sickle, so I can't date you. Yes.
People are so ignorant.
Yes. Hey, you're sick. What pains me the most, we'll be having a discussion of like, oh, I'm a sickle cell. Hey, I know someone who has sickle cell and the person died. So what? You telling me the person died means, like, indirectly you're trying to say then you are about to die, yo. That's the thing.
So guys, viewers, please, let's stop the stigmatization, and then let's help others in pain. Let's stop the ridicule. Let's stop calling people names. Let's get closer to people and know what their pain feel like, and then find ways and reasons with them to
And please
help
tell
them.
them that sickle cell is very painful.
Sickle cell is painful, as you have heard Awula'S story.
Sometimes you'll be crying and someone will be like, oh, when so I will soon, so this is not just some small pain, this one that you're crying, everything like crying. You see, naturally I am very emotional. Plus the
How
cry.
can you be sickle cell and not be emotional?
Come on.
You can't be sickle and
Like
not be emotional.
this small thing that is doing you to your crying. This small thing that is doing you to your crying. Small thing you cry. My mom that even understands my condition will be like, Mom, my this part is paining me. Small thing that you open that your big mouth, then you be crying. Like, you see,
oh, that your big mouth.
they literally makes it look like
it's intentional.
They're like, pay attention, like you are desperate to do anything to seek attention. Why? That is it. You are desperate to seek attention. If not attention, who Pedro? Like,
but who will just be there and then so Pedro.
Why not best sorry every day now? Me dey draw me con. Then the person will go to the pharmacy and buy
ice cream.
Come on. Do you know it has gotten to a point, like, at first I used to hide myself when I'm taking medicines because the medicine is not 1, it's not 2, it's not 3. Bebre. Why? So sometimes if I'm going to school, senior high school, if I'm going to school, I just remove the medicines and put it in tissue. And then I'll go to class, then I'll remove it to one corner, drink my medicine, go and sit down. Because if they see, hey, they drove a brainway. So it got to a point in class, I was about to take my medicine. That day I didn't put it in tissue. It was in my bag and I removed zinc of it, folic acid. I took brufen because I started feeling a little pain. Brufen, I had my, hey, you two are drinking plenty medicine like this. How will you swallow it? Will you swallow it 1-1 or you swallow all together? Can you believe this person sat in front of me and watched me take this medicine? After taking the medicine, hey, Midi, I can't take medicine like this. So who Pedro, Papa?
Wow.
How will you respond to this person?
Pain.
And as someone I like to kind kwasiasem. Give him my mind.
Guys, we are wrapping up, and then we hope you've had a nice time with us on the show. Once again, leave your comments with us in our comment sections, and then if you have any advice, please leave it for us in the comment section as well. You can as well join us on the show to share your experience as well, and then you can call us on the numbers below our screen to join us to find out more about the show. Should in case you have any advice or any experience at all you would want to share with us on the show, please do not hesitate to do so. Do well to share the video. Follow us on all social media platforms. We will leave our handles below. So do well to join us on all social media platforms. Thank you guys for sticking and staying, and then watch out for more interesting episodes on the show. Awula, thanks for having you here.
Welcome.
It's been nice
It's my
having you here,
pleasure.
and then we hope to see you again.
Sure.
All right, guys, peace out. In case you see anyone battling with any kind of pain at all, please do give someone a hug. We love you all, and then sending hugs to anyone at all that is going through similar thing Awula is going through. Stick and stay with us till the next episode. Bye.